You texted me, innit? What do you want to talk about?
I know what we talked about off the thingy.
Anything else happened yesterday?
Not really, I don't think.
When did you go to bed?
When you guys were shooting cops?
I think there was some phone calls like with T after that from what Steve's saying, but
Yeah, nothing major.
I don't think anything popped.
Obviously, the angel stuff happened. I don't know if that was before or after. That was after, right?
What's that angel stuff?
Well, I'm being involved with T and Ben at his
Oh, what,
yard.
them backing it at his house? Yeah.
Yeah.
Before. Anything happened today?
Bro, it's literally only been me all day until probably an hour and a half ago.
Oh.
And then Saint appeared. How long have you been about for? Longer than an hour and a half?
2 hours.
I don't know, that's pretty close.
So me too, I see of Hydra and Nelson Mandela's British. Me chat to you though, Matt, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll take you to where your whip is. You're just gonna say, where's your whip? Impound?
No, how many?
Alright. What, you're just gonna say what you're saying at the Ved thing?
No, I don't really know what I was gonna say, but like, we just need to take action, bro. But at the same time, yeah.
The whole thing is a mind fuck, innit? Like, don't feel bad because you're not sure. Like, the whole thing is a mind fuck. I do agree, we need to take action. After hearing what Steve said, I'm still gonna chat to him on the phone because I think it'll be interesting to see what he's saying now versus what he was saying before.
It's like, I had a conversation with Miguel this morning, and like, there's so much truth in what he says, and he's so right on a lot of things.
What was he saying?
But like, he basically, we just talked about the situations of like Ved and Qatar and took names away from it. And like, if you actually just look at the actions, times have got tough and Ved's literally walked off and let us just like surf off basically. Like the night everything kicked off and two of the boys went into ICU, like I was trying to get hold of Ved and he was refusing to have a conversation with me. And like, that isn't okay, and it just isn't okay. And then the Qatar situation, like as much as Qatar had our interest in hand and he was putting himself on the line, we have to move like a gang and not individuals, and that is the problem with us. We move as individuals.
It's always been a problem, isn't it?
We agreed as a group we sat in a circle at observatory and said we're not gonna give him the gold and we're gonna keep it as leverage, and he's gone off on his ones. And like, I get he's got himself hurt and we're like,
the thing is before you carry on, like I had a conversation with him innit, at a parking, and bro's literally come to me and sounded like he was ready to just get killed by T. He was saying that he's not him and like he just wants to be the old him, and he's trying to, you know, when I was telling you about how I was telling him he needs to be more straight up with people and not beating around the bush and shit like that. I'll just park up somewhere while we're chatting, yeah?
Yeah.
And he was talking about the whole gold thing, and I said to him, I said, look, you took it, what you do with it is on you. And then he gave it back.
See, I don't think it should have been that. Like,
thing is,
he's made a move, bro, put us in a worse situation, and then tried to backtrack, which puts us in an even worse situation.
Maybe I put too much trust in him in saying that, because when saying it's on him, I can't say I necessarily expected him to just bundle it all up and then go solo and meet him. if he was gonna do anything, I was assuming it was gonna be like
Calculated.
a calculated group thing of. I've just gone blind. No, I haven't. Of getting it to him, right? If that's really what he was on. Obviously, I can say I definitely enabled it in a way, but in the way he did it, I'm not taking no fucking thing for that. I was hoping if he's gonna do it, he'd let us know and we'd do like, you know, do some shit properly. But I guess I put too much trust in him in a time where he didn't really come across like he was in a good place. And I think that's just a lesson to me. I just need to be like, as harsh as it sounds, I just need to fucking give instructions to a certain extent.
Yeah, you do, bro. Even yesterday with Mosley, bro, him in being like, we all just need to go off and be individuals. Like, that conversation got cut off because of the shootout, but
the thing is,
it's just,
in all honesty, like I need like, Els has been very helpful. You being like this is very helpful. It's not easy to make the right calls when I've got 4 people pulling it in one direction and 4 people pulling it in another direction. Because ultimately, what I want to do is what's best for everyone, right? That is what I'm trying to do. But I also know you can't please everyone. So I just need unity. And people like you and Els to keep doing what you're doing and be consistent with the energy. Because how am I supposed to fucking sit here and stay firm on what's going on when I got people like Winston who are telling me one day that he would have shot T himself and doing this shit and fucking being all aggro saying we're gonna take the gold and sell it and use it on financing a gang to go fight T, and then the next day I'm waking up and he's fucking in a wheelchair saying he needs time and turning on people like
and trying to create a divide, to be honest.
It's I'm learning, bro, as I go along. You know that, Matt. Like, this ain't easy. I made a handful of shit decisions, but I need people like you around me, innit?
Yeah, I know that, bro. I know that. I do want to see change, though, because like even the conversation I had with Ved before you turned up, it very much felt like he hears me, he knows I'm right, but he doesn't want to make that change.
Who,
so
Ved?
Yeah. So he's trying to justify it by saying we're a family, we shouldn't get kicked because we don't have these attributes. You know?
If he doesn't change, I'll kick him. That simple.
I know that. And I said, I literally told him to his face, like, don't take this as I don't have your best interests at heart. If I didn't have your interests at heart, I wouldn't have gone around with you and tried to show you all these certain things, bro, the other day. Like, that's me having your interests. But I don't know.
Yep.
Ved struggles to put action to what he says, you know?
Even I've been finding that difficult, bro. Because I don't feel like...
Oh, we all do, bro. We all do.
It's tough at the moment to do so, like... Because I don't know who's really in it and who isn't.
Yeah.
Ultimately, Ved said I need to make the decisions I think, right? Which is not necessarily wrong. Because I think I'm trying to think for everyone. And maybe not trust in my own judgment as much as I should be.
Yeah. You need to speak to Mosley.
Alright, what's he saying?
Like, I had a conversation with him where we were kind of arguing, but I don't think his head's with it. I think he might be telling you his head's with it and saying the right things to you. But what I heard when I pulled up to the conversation between him and Winston, his head wasn't with it.
Yeah. No, I mean, bro, I need to do better, innit? I know this.
Thing is, it's not difficult. You need to do better. You know what I mean? You're trying your best. It's
Nah, but I'm not. That's cap. That's cap.
You think? Miguel asked me this morning, one thing he asked me is, what has Sparky done since he's been in leadership to try and fix this issue? Like,
I mean, I'll be real. There's a lot of shit in my head I know I can do. I just ain't pulled the plug on it. And maybe it's time I just do and just trust my judgment more.
what would that be?
Sorting out the circle. Getting people gone who need to be gone. Personally, I feel like everyone's talking about this whole ending it shit. We see where he stands. I think we need to get our hands on him. And I think we need to have a conversation in a situation where we've taken action to get him.
Going back slightly to what you just said with getting people gone, an easy way to go about it, to be honest, without tearing the gang apart, would be everyone that you think needs to step up that isn't doing good enough or pushing us in the right direction, you just make them MDMA. That will be the shake-up people need. I know Ved would step up if he was made MDMA.
It's funny you say that.
Why?
Funny you say that, because I'm not gonna lie, like day one that was so in my head, and I kind of like the conversation with T kind of rattled me a bit, because it was like it started making me question my judgment. But I do think I do think sometimes it's a shake up like that is needed. Bro, I'll tell you the truth, bro. I was more than ready for supporting T and stepping up to doing the second in command. You think I realized this was gonna happen?
Oh.
Hell no. But I'ma learn and I'ma do what I need to do. I'ma take responsibility for a large part of what's happening right now.
We just need to move unified. And like, as much as Miguel is probably not on our side, and he could like, this is why it is frustrating, bro. Because when I had that conversation with him this morning,
Yo, Sunny Day for the 19
stuff
months.
he was saying is stuff I already was thinking, and like, he's made me believe it more. But at the same time,
what?
Like just everything, how like it's pretty much aligns with what T says. We need to get more with the times and start moving as a gang and be more brutal. If people are dragging us down, get them gone. Like, to be honest, what he said with Ved doesn't care about us. He's not here for the good times. He ain't here for the bad times. Shouldn't be here for the good times. Get him gone. With Patar completely ignoring what the gang agreed on and going behind everyone's back and putting us in a worse situation, get him gone. And we don't want either of them to happen because we care about them, but that's being brutal. They
Yeah, no, I see that. I see that.
Over the gang.
I mean,
both of them did.
I enabled that for Patar. That's on me to a certain extent. But I think you also got to be careful. I do agree with you. We just got to be really careful.
We should do that, but that's being brutal. Like,
I'm not saying careful about getting them gone and stuff like that. I'm saying with everything you're hearing from Miguel, just be careful, man.
Yeah, no, I know
because
that.
like, you're being straight up with me, I'm gonna be straight up with you. You can get blinded by that gang sometimes, and I know because you've got a lot of respect for them, which is calm. But you need to realize they pick their side. So just be careful they're not pushing their narrative on you and their agenda on you to play into T. Because you know what? Do you want me to be honest with you?
Yeah.
I think Flippy and Miguel could quite honestly sit and watch the Mandem burn and be definitely not upset about it, if not slightly happy about it.
Yeah.
I don't think, you know, their advice can be good, and from what it sounds like, you know, Miguel is not giving terrible advice. But you've also got to realize that they are not going to have the 100% best interest of the group in mind. I mean, you're talking about you know, you got asked to go join them. Is that ideal for them, right? Burning to the ground and you becoming a free agent.
He's turning people.
Let Crow, thank you for the
against each
5
other in a way.
gifted.
But there's like, I do see both sides. I can see both sides, and that's why
There's truth in what he says, though. Like, I can acknowledge the truth.
A lot, yeah.
But it's just that fine line of the truth, and then also, like, you know, them being okay with us burning.
Like, I don't think we should act on any of like the, like, as such removing or demoting people until this whole
until this is done. No,
situation
bro,
is sorted.
100%.
1,000,000%.
Even just from a fucking, even just from an aspect of, you don't want to axe people out of the picture and then put more people on T's side. You don't know what's going to happen when you do that. It's smarter to wait. You are right. What do you think on grabbing him and speaking to him? But like speaking to him forcefully.
I think you'll get a very shut down response from him if you do that.
Oh no, yeah, I'm gonna speak to him on the phone first, for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
it needs to be
get a T that's willing to work with you a lot more if it's on his terms, to be honest.
Yeah. We could even like, I could just meet him.
No, don't do that. Especially now we know that Hydra is on their side. Like,
just with everyone though. We all go.
Just know that could get very messy. Because you know there's a
Def, thank you for the 8
chance
months.
he gives you demands that are just unreasonable. You could go, yeah, I want the block, and I want the 15 mil you owe me. And when we go, yeah, we don't have that, he tells us to go sell our houses and go sell our cars. And then
I think I'm gonna have to play into his game a little bit on the phone to get what I need to get out of him then.
Yeah, just speak to him on the phone, bro.
But one thing I will say is the biggest strength we've been playing to him right now is giving him everyone isolated. Not once has there been a conversation held where everyone is there to make what they want of it themselves. Every single conversation that's taken place since this has happened is to be interpreted by how it's relayed to them. There's a lot more issues that can arise from that than everyone being there in the flesh and getting to judge it themselves.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that.
That's why I feel like it almost dampens his game a little bit, right? If you go and speak to him with everyone present, it's harder for him to wiggle his way into heads.
Well, yeah, if we're gonna do that, we just need to agree going into it.
Well, he might not even want to do that.
What we're not.
He might not even want to do that. You know, why would he put himself in danger? You never know. Don't know. But we can't really. I won't be able to know until I spoke to him on the phone.
Yeah.
So, as soon as I can, I'll do that.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe even just let him pick the spot. You know, it'd be like, you pick. We'll come as a group. We'll talk.
Yeah, just be aware it could get messy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's already pretty fucking messy.
Yeah, suss him out on the phone and then evaluate that one. I'm not against it. I just think it's a riskier option, but
it is risky. But it definitely, like, puts a dampen on what he can do with the mind games. George, David, a
I
5
don't think we'd be
gifted.
disaffected by the mind games, bro.
Well, it's only really a few people that are, and like we said,
That's enough.
once
to affect
this
the whole
all
group, though.
once this all blows over, when it blows over, when we work this out, we can really start properly. That's the other thing, man. Like, it's not your average start. It's not a it's a one of one situation, you know.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's why everyone should, like, for the most part, all the mistakes you've made have kind of gone, yeah, it was a mistake, is what it is. Only person that hasn't really done that is Ved.
Bro, I'm not gonna deny my mistakes, bro. Like, I don't expect to get put into fucking leader overnight and be like the fucking God's gift to the earth. That's just unrealistic. But I can be real, innit, and just be honest and learn as I go. But I'm also willing to do what I gotta do, and I don't really care if I have to be brutal in certain situations, to be honest with you at this point. Said Harmony, right?
Yeah.
When it all blows over, we just need to see who's in it and build with them. I do truly believe we can build something great. We just gotta get out of all this shit first.
I feel like we've learned a lot from this, though. Like, never put us. That's the boys now.
I think so.
That's Fed and Winston. We've learned a lot from all of this. Like, we know to never put ourselves in a situation where any other group has power over us.
Oh.
So,
Yo, what's good?
Hey, what's up?
catching up.
Yeah.
Where's Vince, where you at?
I'll grab
He
fuel.
wanted me, Vince wanted to talk to me.
Yeah.
Does all this fit in with my 4.0 trailer? No, not really. I need you to do what you're doing though, yeah? Just keep doing what you're on.
Yeah, no, 100%.
We might be in a few months' time, we might be a very different group with different faces and stuff like that, but we'll do what we need to do.
Yeah.
Change. Nothing
Yeah,
changed
no,
for a very long time.
I've kind of seen that you need help, so I'm trying where I can.
Yo.
Yo, what's up?
What's good? What's the sitch with you?
I'm okay.
You healthy?
I feel better.
You head in the game?
Brother, my head was never out of the game. Ever. I told you this,
Good.
man.
That's
How
what we
can
like to
you
hear.
I'm disappointed in you though.
I could say
How
the
can
same
you-
to
how-
you, Winston.
Why?
Bro, you said a lot of things that really stuck with me, you know, like a week ago.
And that all
And then-
stands. And that's why I'm disappointed.
And I hope it
because
does.
It does. Brother, how can you question that? How can you question that?
I think at this moment, there's a lot to question.
No,
But-
there isn't. My
Winston,
loyalty is not one of them, brother.
well then that's fine. You can continue to show me that like you always have. You know, I woke up, I heard about the situation. It's the same shit that's been happening with everything else. It's always a game of
Everything is just a
telephone.
mess. It is, and that sucks, man. Maybe I wasn't clear to communicate or whatever, and they didn't know. Yeah, we okay.
Just accountability and move, you know? That's it.
I'm just upset. Like, both of them told me they're gonna talk to me. Nobody even reached out or cared about that. No, none of them has even apologized if for shooting me, right or wrong. Not even a sorry, man. And I feel like that's one of my concerns, man. Like, okay, I deliberately haven't taken more room or
That's a
trying to
bit
get
peak.
my voice and my opinion heard, and believe that people would listen and follow what I tell them to do, for example, you know? Like, my ideas getting ignored. For the first time ever, I truly felt how Moses feels sometimes. Now I get a little point. He's still wrong in a lot of things. But when it comes to nobody listens to me, like, it doesn't matter what I say. My opinion is not valid. That's exactly how I felt. But at the end of the day, I think there's multiple people who feel like that. Not only me, you know? I think Saint feels the way, Ved feels the way. Like, there's a lot of us who feel like their opinion and voice is not valid or heard or listened to or considered, you know?
Yeah, no, I know. I spoke to a few people. And just know, you know, I think with this situation itself, it boiled down to communication, and not even communication in the fact that people didn't listen. It was just poor communication. It was not voiced well from either side.
Yeah. Okay.
You want a sorry out of them? Go get a sorry out of them. Speak to them. Say, look, you ain't even apologize for what you've done. Get an apology. Get what you want. Chin up. And we keep it moving.
My chin is up, brother. My chin's never been like down. I've never like questioned if I'm in the right place. My heart has always been in this. It's never gonna change ever.
Good.
The
That's why I got a
only
lot
thing
of
that
respect, because I want that's what I want. That's what I need around me, Winston. That's what I was just saying to Matt. That's what we need. There's no room for, and like, this isn't me saying this is you, but there's no room for half-heartedness right now. We need everyone fully in on this more than ever right now. So,
remember what I told you yesterday, SK?
what part?
I said, if you believe
10-minute
that taking
countdown?
me out of MDM and stripping my chain for the better of MDM, then I'll gladly give that, because that's my only interest. Keeping MDM going and making it a better thing. And me, if removing me from it is better for the gang, then SK, I want you to do that.
Did you agree with what T did?
Which part?
Like his whole thing at the mansion? Like, did you agree with that?
Which part of the mansion? Like
His, just
on a
in
good
general,
note?
like the whole like dropping his chain, walking away to better the gang.
No, definitely not. I mean, maybe he thinks that's better, but I don't know. I'm torn.
Winston, you just said the
between-
exact same situation. You
What
know?
do you mean?
Apply it to yourself. You just said
What?
that what I said to you the other day, I'd drop my chain and walk away to make the gang better. If you don't agree with T for doing that, then you should know you don't need
You
to
didn't
do
even
that.
let me finish. That's the thing. But I'm not the leader, you know. I should know. If I was the leader, I would never give up. I would never leave. But I'm not. I feel like my voice and my opinion is not heard of, you know.
Bro literally
I feel
just said
ignored.
exactly what T did.
I feel like
and then
people
said he didn't
don't
agree
see
with
me
it.
as an asset. They just see me as somebody who's there, you
Am
know.
I tripping balls, or is that not exactly what just happened?
I don't feel seen. A lot of that is my fault, you know. I've never been anybody who like demands to be heard or like. I've been here for the longest, brother, and never like you haven't asked me like you haven't put me in a position where I tell people what to do ever. You've never tried me out, but you tried Steve out to have the chain for a month.
Brother, with all due respect, Winston, it's been like 5 days, big man.
I know. No, I'm not talking now. You in leadership. I'm talking ever.
I didn't have the ability to do that prior, Winston. Like, bro, Listen,
Brother, you've
I
never
get
mentioned my
what you-
name. Nobody has.
What do
Ever.
you mean? So when I sat there and, bro, I feel like you're overcooking yourself right now, and you just need to zoom out and think about this conversation and what you've brought this to, right? Because this is not what we was even originally talking about. You're now saying that I've never heard you out, which is just cap. The whole weed operation shit.
Yeah, that's true.
No one gave a fuck. No one was listening. I knew
You're
you was
the only
putting
one
in
who
work,
said it
and
was good,
and I
yeah.
fucking backed it, and I wanted you to make it come true, and you pushed it, and now we got a good fucking deal going. Look,
Yeah, I know.
You got the issue with the people who did what they did. Do I think they should have done what they did to you if they knew the situation? Definitely not. The communication was fucking horrendous. You told me exactly what you want. You wanted an apology, right? Go get that apology.
I mean,
And you're right. You've got the right. Your heart's in the right place. Then let's fucking keep it moving. Let's go. I'm ready.
yeah, I have a tendency to overcook. You're not wrong.
It's alright, man. And I
It's
don't
because I
judge you for
want
that.
so much, you know.
You got good
I want
intentions. it's
so
calm.
much, and sometimes less is more. I said this to myself yesterday. A lot of times, what I initially want to do and say gets like how do you say it?
You like get lost in your own
language
words a little bit.
barrier,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Language
I know,
barrier.
yeah, I know.
So like sometimes I'm misunderstood in the point where I'm like, fuck, you know, like, oh, that's not. How the fuck did we end up here? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what you want, Winston. Get that apology.
I know what I want. Yeah.
And we'll work together, alright?
All right.
Alright.
I'm gonna talk to Vince now. He wanted to talk to me.
Alright,
so-
Brody.
All
Do
right,
what you
bro.
gotta do.
Peace.
think that was a good outcome. Right, we're gonna park up. Right, to turn off the stove. I just got, yeah, no, like the way that I'm gonna play it with SK is like, you know, I think it should be pretty obvious by now that SK is not someone that I play to always just take the W. I want him to be wrong. I want him to make mistakes. I want him to fuck up. It's way better